Hey, Maria, back with another video. It's 7:29, and I'm following up on the last few videos that I made. I think I made 2 today. And so, my brain continually spins on this issue. Now, some people would think, well, what's the big deal? It was extremely traumatizing for many levels, okay? The very fact that all this was so hush-hush, and it created division in people that I've known for a very long time. Including my stupid family, which I can't even believe how dumb they are at this point. So it was a major life-changing thing that happened to me that was like a very slow kill, okay? It was very painful, shocking, and, just downright unjust. And I still have a hard time. I will never get over it. I know that I never will. So I think about all these issues, okay? Because slowly but surely, certain things start coming back to you because the trauma is very deep, okay, and it's very real. And it makes me think about these people that that basically are two-faced, and a couple of days ago I was listening to some music that I save on Google Music. For some reason there's certain songs that have significance to me. I mean, I love all music, okay, but some songs, like, I'll play it and it's either attached to a memory or I feel like I can really relate to those words, right? Well, I'm sure you've all heard Smiling Faces, that song by The Undisputed Truth. This is a group, a black singing group, a soul group, okay? Back, I believe it was early 70s when this song was released. But the lyrics of that song are so, profound, It's just dead on, okay? And so I think about all these people that I've known, that are smiling in my face and literally gathering, being a part, spying on me, making sure, that if I'm eating something that they think is weird, which I'm sorry, I don't think my food is weird. I think my food is what you should be eating. But anyway, they're going back and reporting and spying on me and then fueling the gossip and making up stories, all to defend the people who live an alternative lifestyle that I have nothing to do with. And then persecuting me because of the gossip that's surrounding all this. Personally, I think that some of these people must have been jealous. They must have really thought that I was associated with these people and that I'm engaging in this sort of lifestyle. And because I don't understand, really. You should either have two emotions when you see a woman in this situation. Fear and pity, because you understand that this woman is not in a good situation. Her life is basically dangling, okay? She's being abused, okay? She's being manipulated, she's being abused, and it's obvious. It should be obvious, unless, of course, you're half retarded, right? Number two, the only other emotion that you can feel is jealousy over the sick situation that I'm in, right? Two incestuous families manipulating, controlling, dominating someone's life they have no right to, right? Then you're either on the good side or the bad side, okay? And the bad side is being, defending these people, having respect for these people, and I just think that's ridiculous, especially when you come out and you really look at it and you see that I have nothing to do with this, okay? So your friends from Facebook, people that you used to know, they get involved in this issue. And the thing is that where they came from, their angle is that they wanted to show me that they were better than me. Okay, now, mind you, I haven't really had any conversations with these people. When I did engage conversation with them on Facebook many years ago, it was a light, hi, how are you, look at your kid pictures, whatever. Those basic comments. I never engaged in any conversation with them relating to what I was doing. Anything specific, I stayed away from that, okay? So, the gossip that gets on Facebook are basically people, well, what was their angle? Did they think that I was going to be with this Stephen Lyles guy? Did they think I was going to be with him? And were they defending his mom? Now, why did they get involved into the employment manipulation, okay? They were bringing up this whole issue about your master's degree and all this bullshit. First of all, I'd like to say that there's a lot of people who have a hard time identifying who truly has authority in this world. And a lot of people are getting involved in things that they shouldn't be getting involved in. Okay, number one, Stephen's mom has no authority. I don't care how white her skin is. She has no goddamn authority, okay? She has no right to do that, okay? I had no idea, whatever. And even if I did have an idea, okay, how would I don't think about people's mother being their lovers. I just don't, okay, because I'm normal, okay? Maybe I'm asexual, maybe, okay? But the thing is that I still look at certain things to me are sexually deviant, okay? And I just can't go there, okay? What other people do in their mind or in reality or real life, that's what they do, okay? I don't care about it. Just keep that shit away from me. So whatever the case is, I had nothing to do with anything, okay? But look how quick these people were willing to enact racism just because somebody gave them the finger to point at. You know what I mean? It's very dangerous what this woman did, okay? And she should be in jail. Also, my so-called friends on Facebook are, feel as though they're in a comfortable position. Now, I'm going to tell you, I didn't have the greatest background growing up, so I did the best I could based on what I have, okay? And, I live a very modest life, and I always have, and I'm not trying to one-up anybody, but these people were hungry to one-up me. They wanted to literally destroy me. And so, basically, you find out who your true friends are in these situations, okay? I'm sorry if you look at church as authority. I'm sorry if you look at some ex-nurse woman who's responsible for her husband's death as a form of authority. They're not, okay? And I'm sorry, a lot of people think that because a person, doesn't go through, like, they don't have a master's degree or something, they're either, number one, they think that they're stupid, or number two, that they are rebellious in society. That has nothing to do with it, okay? People have really pumped college up to a level where it doesn't need to be, okay? And at this point, I'm sorry, but I don't know what these people, how colleges are accepting people and basically spitting out what I consider to be people who are just as dumb or even dumber than before they even, after they get out of college, because it doesn't make any sense. So what was I going to say about the college thing? Oh yeah, the college thing. The college thing to me, basically, considering my issues that I had to deal with when I was growing up, I think I do pretty good for myself, okay? And I'm not, or I'm able to, with the exception of people getting up my ass and destroying my life, okay? But look how quickly these people, if they knew that I was struggling, okay, and I did the best I could, look how quick they're willing to be cutthroat, to throw me out and put me in a situation of poverty. Look what these people were willing to do just so they could look back and say that they were better. That's why they do not want to encounter me. That's why they will never show their faces. That's why they know that they can reach out to me if they wanted to, on Facebook at least, okay? But not one of them does. Okay, because they know what they truly meant and why they got involved, because something was wrong with them. So I now can identify these people as my frenemies. These people were never my true friends. They were willing to throw me under the bus, back up, and roll over me at least 3 more times. Okay, so I cannot overlook what these people did, and they had their own reasons for doing it. And most of the time is because they have this need to elevate their ego. Karen, her issue for being involved in this was all about her ego. I remember one time, and I actually did a video about this many years ago, at least 2 or 3 years ago, when she came into my office and I asked her, what did I do wrong? And all she said was, I'm sorry, it was just my ego. Okay, let me tell you how some people behave, okay? It is not appropriate, just because you have an overinflated ego, to go spouting your mouth off to anybody, okay? It's called having proper manners. And the reason why this woman feels as though she can do that is because she thinks as though she is superior to me because of her financial means, okay? I will say financially, hands down, Karen, you win, okay? You've got a nice beach house and all this other shit and blah, 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 blah. Okay, wonderful, okay? But you're dumber than a box of rocks, okay? You really are dumb. Okay, because what you just involved yourself in, Miss College, I'm so college educated woman, is you involved yourself into a crime against humanity. All right, so what I respected about Karen was I respected the fact that she implemented things. She was very efficient in her implementation of things. Okay, I liked that about her. Okay, but I will tell you, I don't have any respect for this woman, especially because she allows her ego, okay, to blind her to the fact that she's a fucking goddamn criminal at this point. Okay, and then also. So that there goes the Karen issue. There goes, the people on Facebook. Okay, all these Elsie and all these other people, Polly and everything, their ego gets in the way because I guess I have to kind of admire the mentally ill. I'm gonna hand it to the mentally ill. Okay, mentally ill people have a lot of benefits in life. Okay, they can convince themselves, okay, that they're sexy sirens. Vixens, they are like the most desirable women when they are nothing but old, dried up, saggy tit bitches, okay? And they could tell themselves that they're the hottest people in the world. Why? Because they fuck their sons. Well, kudos for you. That is so absurd and ridiculous to me, okay? But still, they still get to believe this delusion, all right? I envy that in some ways, okay? I seriously do. And then I envy, like, some of these people, these mentally disturbed men, because think about this, okay? You have absolutely no sway. The only person who will fuck you is your own mom, okay? But yet you get to sit here and think of yourself as the hottest stud in the world. I'm going to tell you what. When you got mental illness, you have your own amount of wealth in some way, don't you? Because you can believe anything. You can have the biggest ego in the world, okay? You're on top of the world, right? In your own mind. That's awesome, okay? But seriously, though, I mean, I can't help but be angry about this, okay? And I see this because what these people have done, okay? They stirred up. This community is known for racism, okay? Sure, things have gotten a little bit better, okay? But it's still a community that is known for racism, okay? I remember hearing a lot of stories that took place here and everything. And the actions that were taken against me were based on racism, okay? Sometimes people, they don't want to hear it. They want to get out of the room. They want to go somewhere. They want to plug their ears. They don't want to hear the truth, okay? But this shows that racism does exist, okay? Now, they have me working out anywhere but Bakersfield, okay? Obviously, these people... First of all, this injustice, okay, here in this town, it's one thing that they didn't want me to go on with my life in the way that I needed to go on with my life in this town, okay? So, hey, you know what? When I realized shit was getting weird, I tried to get the fuck out, right? They didn't want me to live my life anywhere, okay? So this tells you just how fucking evil these people are. And in order for this to spread the way that it did, white supremacy had to have taken its place. You know what I mean? It had to have taken hold with these people. Okay, and it's very dangerous, okay? Now, people can choose their own race. They can associate with their own race. I'm not bashing that, okay? Some people feel more comfortable with their own race, okay? But when you have to look at certain injustices, okay? You can marry whoever you want to, whatever. But the thing is that... There's a fine line between, having a preference to being goddamn murderous, okay? And, I was willing to move down to Los Angeles. Okay, fine, I'll move to Los Angeles. Maybe things could be better there. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. They wouldn't let me. Now I'm in a position where I have a car. It's pretty beat up. I'm not mobile. I can't move. These people fucked my life over big time. All because Karen needed to feel good about her ego. Karen, there's so many stories, okay, childhood stories of talking about, how people who get overinflated egos always end up stumbling. This is a great example of this story, okay? There's a lot of people in this town, they don't know any better. They don't. They never really interacted with a black person, so they believe all the stereotypes that they've seen on TV and heard on TV. And so they walk around and ignore the fact that certain people, okay, in this community are not very bright, okay? They're probably on the retarded level. There's a lot of them here, okay? But yet they get to walk around with a delusion in their head that they're superior to somebody. Now, I'm not knocking white people because it's not, everybody knows that I've associated with white people in my past. I was married to one, okay, which was a big mistake. But, we'll go into that some other time. But my point is, I'm not a black supremacist or anything, okay? I just call things the way that I see them, and I speak the truth, Okay, I don't have any agenda. I'm not somebody who tries to promote anything one way or the other. Okay, I personally think all people are evil. Like I said, my family was very quick to throw me under the bus. Okay, but I'm saying in this issue, in order for an issue like this to go and to progress the way that it did, okay, it was an issue of white supremacy. And don't think just because other races were involved that that had nothing to do with it. That proves it. I will tell you that there are a lot of people who are of like certain races that will align their views to the white supremacist views. Okay, just for the sake of getting along. Okay, because there's a lot of people like Karen who are in power, and they do a lot of corrupt things, and people will think, well, she's got the bigger guns, so therefore, we're going to be on her side. Let me tell you something. You're breaking the law. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, Karen committed a huge crime. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I think about the nature of this issue and how the vulnerable position that it puts a woman in. Okay, a woman of color or just a regular woman or any woman, because a lot of men do this to their wives. Okay, a lot of men do this to their wives. Not just black-white issue. A lot of white men do this to their wives. Okay, and it just goes. It's a huge issue. Okay, and it's illegal. Okay, and you're basically denying a woman her rights for whatever the reason. Okay, and like I said, hey, in the beginning I was willing to go anywhere. Okay, I just wanted to get on with my life. They refused for me to allow me to start my life over anywhere. Okay, so get this Elsie bitch out of my life. Elsie, you can have Steven all you want to. I had no idea all this was going on, or that he was a mentally disabled person, that you guys were incestuous, that you might be physically beautiful, okay, but what's inside is completely not human. So go and have your lifestyle, okay? That's fine. Don't you ever touch what doesn't belong to you. I don't need your advice, okay? Your advice is illegal, okay? And it's highly racist. And aside from that, because of this issue about the whole idea of the relationship, you're throwing this issue out about, the incestuous thing, who you are, and all your reasons, okay? You're a jealous bitch. You had no right to do what you did. And no reason to either, okay? I never had anything to do with Steven. He never responded to me. Okay, I wasn't carrying on conversations with him via email or any other thing, okay? But I will tell you, your action says a lot. It says a lot about you. And I really suggest that you guys, you boys, Steven, David, Douglas, even, whatever, all you need to do, if you have half a brain left, is to open your eyes and really see who this woman really is, okay? Put two and two together for your own sake. I'm going to wrap up this video. I'll be back with another one some other time. Have a good evening.